What's good, man? This is Bino 195. That's my new name. It used to be Beans of the Six, but now it's Bino 195. That's the real new name. Uh, I've been wasting a lot of time recently. Sorry, y'all hear that in the background, but truthfully, I've been wasting a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of time. You know, on nonsense. You know, I used to when I first started making videos like 5, 6 years ago, 6 years ago maybe. 2019 ish, or about 7 years ago actually. Uh, I was like super hungry because my goal was to like get the DreamCon. It still is my goal, or it still is a goal I have. You know, I have it on my bucket list. Get the DreamCon. You know, my dream is to be a filmmaker. You know, I love film. You know, I love movies, but I'm young. You know, and that type of shit take time. My first my first dream was to always be a content creator. I always like when I was a kid, I used to want to join RDC. That was, you know, obviously that's never gonna happen. I love RDC World One. They my heroes. Not I can't call them niggas my heroes, but them niggas is, you know, they quasi my inspirations. You know why I would do things like this. Uh, I privated all my videos because I was trying to be a rapper for a little bit, and I just was like, I mean, I'm not saying I didn't have the talent, cause I could write. I just was like, I'm not really motivated to be a rapper. You know, I'm not really motivated to do a lot of stuff. You know, and that's really holding me back in life. I'm only 18. I'm about to be 19 next month, but you know, I understand the time is ticking, and you know, I gotta, you know, sooner or later I'm gonna be 21, and then I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta make it quick before I'm 25, and my life is fucking over, and I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying 25 is old, but I'm not saying, you know, you can make it at any point in time. It's never too late, but I'm saying, you know, I feel like I do have a time limit because it's a lot of stuff that I'm not gonna say, like what I want to do with my what I want to do. You know, like I want my pops. Like I have a podcast. We only got one episode out. The breakdown unplugged. Go check it out. I'll try to put a link or whatever in the bio. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not doing that. But I'm saying we got a podcast called The Breakdown Unplugged, and it's me, my pops, from time to time, my brother. This is my brothers. You know, we just be shooting the shit on there. You know, because I feel like we more than anybody have something to talk about. You know? And it, you know, life puts you in strange positions, strange predicaments, I should say, to where it kind of forces you to do things that you wouldn't usually do, or go harder, or not go as hard. You know, I'm in a predicament where I'm forced to go harder, but I'm still not going harder, and I don't know why. You know, I'm 18. You know, at times, you know, you might feel lost or whatever. I feel lost sometimes. This is how I started. You know, I would make skits, but I also would sit down and I would just talk. You know, and I think I'm just about to start doing all of that again. You know, just giving the game. I love, I love anime. I love comic books. You know, I love girls and money and you know my friends and shit like that. You know, my brothers, my pops. You know, uh, outside of that, I really don't have a lot of interest. You know, you know, I was going to take a gap year because I graduated last year. I was going to take a gap year, but then I was like, no, I don't really need to take a gap year. I'm just not going to go to college. And I feel right now, I feel like that's a mistake that that I made, you know, and I don't want to go to college. And I probably should go to college, but I really don't want to go to college. I'm tired of school. I'm done doing work. I just want to make it. You know, and I know it's steps to make it. You know, you got to walk up a flight of steps and another one, and a mile down the street for you to make it. You know, but for me, for me personally, I just, yeah, man, you know, I just wanna live my dream and shit. You know, I'm in a predicament in life right now where I just really wanna break a wall or some shit. You know, punch a fucking something. You know, and in due time, I'll probably explain it when I make it. I'll explain it to y'all then. My life is my life for the past like few years kind of been like a series of downs. I ain't even gonna say up and downs, just downs. You know, I feel like I gotta make it. 'Cause if I don't, what am I really alive for? I can't be no regular nigga. The life I lived, you know, I can't be no regular nigga. It's like I'm not gonna say like you gotta work towards not being a regular nigga or a below average nigga. You know, you gotta work towards that. But it's like if I'm a regular nigga with all the shit niggas went through, what would it really mean? It just mean we niggas had a hard life and you know what I mean? Not much else. You know, I don't know like really what to do anymore. What the fuck, man? You know, I want to see. You know, my dream always something like you know how everybody want to buy their mom's a house. I want to buy my dad like a house on a lake. You know, not in the woods, but like a little lake, like a little pond, like outside. You know, probably a boat or some shit. You know, something cool. I mean, I'm not no, you know what I'm saying. I'm from humble beginnings. I'm humble. Look at my hair. I have dreadlocks. I'm cutting them probably next week. I know that's probably not a good idea. 'Cause I have not had dreads in like years. But I mean, I'm trying to just start new. You know, I honestly thought about just saving up a little bit of bread right now and just fucking off. But I was like, you know, my family kind of going through something right now. And it's best we just all stick together. You know. Uh, my real name is I'm private all my videos. My name is Javon Laguerre. You know, I'm 18 years old. I was born May 13, 2006. My favorite color is green, black, purple. Time to time, maybe orange from time to time. Uh, shit, you know. Uh, I'm 5'10", 5'9" ish, 5'10". I'm overweight, but I ain't like fat as shit. I'm just big. You know, I'm right now. That's one thing. I'm also not really. I'm not terrible health, but I'm not like most of my diet consists of bullshit. You know, chips, cookies, subs, and just not food you should eat all the time. And I do. I have a bad diet. That's one thing I'm trying to fix about myself. You know, and it only takes 20 days. You know, that's something I just figured out. It only takes 20 days to change your whole health around. Just eat fruit and water for 20 days and your whole shit will just be changed. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. It's fucking, oh, God. You get the idea. It's situations we're going to talk about here by myself. This is my version of my podcast, you know, my single podcast. I'm just going to be talking to y'all.